Okay, we'll start with questions for the players. We'll start with Rob here in the front.
Ben, you first, and then Alfonso. Is there a single moment from that game that you'd like to have back?
Single moment. I mean, I went 0 for 2 from the line. I mean, there were a lot of situations, I guess, where we could have made a better play, made a better decision. You know, in a game like this, every possession counts. Played 2 overtimes. You know, I think throughout the entire game, if you start looking back and you watch film, like, if you break it down, like, you're going to see play for play things we could have done better. So, yeah, for me, what sticks out is my missed free throws because that can't happen. They're free. But, yeah, there were things throughout the entire game that, yeah, especially when we're going to look back at it, I wish we could, like, do over and execute the right way.
To me, I feel like my shot selection in the first half, I feel like I was, like, shooting, like, bad shots, and I took, like, I was missing a lot of shots. I feel like if I, like, make have at least, like, half of them, I will help the team, you know, to be more consistent in the offensive side. So,
Joey.
For each of you, Ben, if you could start, what did having Andre back out there mean to you guys as a team, and then Alfonso, if you could after?
I mean, I miss having him on the court. He's a valuable part of a team. Like, he has helped us win a lot of games. And, you know, it has just been different without him. And, like, we have been doing good and we have been winning. But, like, as you saw, like, today, like, Andre is a tremendous player, and having him back just adds, you know, another weapon to our team.
yeah, like Ben said, I feel like he's one of the best point guards in the nation. He can create a lot of stuff for us and for Kofi. I feel like he bring a lot of attention for other teams, so that's going to help us a lot down the stretch.
Jeremy.
Alfonso, what did Ben mean to you guys tonight, playing 20 minutes, competing against Trevion and Zach Edey? What do you give you guys tonight?
And I'm proud of him, man. I'll probably not say it, but he been working out since day one, nonstop. He always in the first. He's the first one in the gym. Always listening to the coaches. I feel like the whole team is proud of him. He been doing a great job. I just told him in the game. I said, your work is talking, so just keep doing it. And I know moving forward it's gonna be good for him, and we're gonna be proud for him.
Alec.
Yeah, BBB just looked like you played really hard. Can you just kind of explain your mindset or describe how you attacked today's game when you were in there, especially in the second half and overtime?
It's like I said, like earlier in the season, it's that next man up mentality, and always staying ready, and that's that's how I approach every game, because you know you never know what happens, you never know when Kofi might get in foul trouble, and I'm here to play my role, and my role is to step in and provide a spark whenever that's needed, and that's how I approach every game.
In the middle here.
A question for Alfonso. So, Alfonso, in the second half, you definitely picked it up. What was that mindset for you going down the stretch?
I feel like I have to help the team. A lot of guys wasn't like making shots, and somebody had to step up, you know, help him. Because I know Purdue got a lot of shooters. Sasha was making shots. So I feel like somebody in our team had to step up, and I just changed my mindset. It was like, stay focused, keep shooting with the confidence, and I know it's going to go in the next one. And it happened really well.
Jeremy.
This is for both you guys. You fall short twice against two top 5 teams, but you took them down to the wire. What have you learned about yourselves in those 2 games, especially tonight?
Just keep fighting, man. Like, I feel like it was a good game for us. They a really good team. They top 10 in the nation, so I will give them credit. He's gonna keep fighting and keep getting better in practice, and I know at the end of the season we're gonna be way better and we're gonna be ready for that tournament.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, like Fonso said, like they're a good team, and I think that, you know, even though it's a loss and a loss hurts, like I think we showed the world, like we showed the entire country that, like, you know, we belong, you know.
That we're not top 25, we top 10.
Yeah, in my opinion, we're top 2, not 2, and obviously we have to prove that first. But yeah, I think this motivates us even more because a loss stings. But, you know, double overtime, we right there. So, you know, we take what we have to take from it and learn and go forward.
Andy.
Alfonso, I know this game didn't really go how you wanted it to, but it seems like you've kind of come a long way in the last 5 years from college in Arizona. What's that kind of journey been like, and how is it kind of having this kind of a moment on this kind of stage?
I mean, I just feel grateful. You know, I've been fighting my whole life to play in this stage. I feel like I'm grateful and I'm blessed. Just like, you know, it was a long way. A lot of people don't know my story, but probably one day I'm going to tell them, and probably it's going to serve to inspiration to the young kids. But I'm just grateful, man, and I'm just keep moving forward and just doing the same thing that I did since day one.
Alec?
Yeah, this is for the both of you guys. Obviously, today's game had some implications for the Big Ten title race. I know that's one of your guys' big goals. What do you take away from today as you guys continue to chase a Big Ten championship?
Yeah, I mean, same thing. Like it's a very long season, and we play in the best conference in the world, best conference in college basketball, and you know it doesn't happen that teams go undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like Coach said, one can turn into two, but you know, in this conference, like losing happens, and I'm not saying it's okay, like it's okay to lose, but yeah, like our goal is still our goal to win to win the Big Ten championship,
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think this is just, you know, part of the journey.
Yeah, we're not sad. We just, I know we're gonna learn from it. It's a loss, but it's not a bad loss. We're still 6-1. We're still top in the Big Ten.
Yep.
So like, I'm just gonna like watch film and see what's up. Like, see what like we can get better for the next time we play them.
Oh,
This is for both of you guys. I know you guys are down double digits. The crowd's reaction, helping you guys, motivate you guys. What does that say about the fight in the team? In double overtime, in overtime. I mean, you guys fought hard.
Yeah, like the entire arena was going crazy. Our fans supported us, and you know, that energy is super important. You know, it's a game of runs, and you know, when the other team is making a run, like it's often hard to bounce back. But you know, we create our own energy, and then the fans add so much to that that allowed us to fight back.
Yeah, we got the best fans in the nation for sure.
Question for you, Ben. So you talked about, you know, how this experience was for you in this ball game. What are you going to take away from this game that you'll be able to replicate down the stretch?
I think the biggest thing was to, energy. You know, that's really what I do at this, like right now is being an energy player, and then you know, playing defense, playing hard, and you know, it's easy to like get caught up in like doing the other stuff and looking at the stat sheet and, oh, I gotta score the ball more, but really, you know, the way I help us is by playing hard. And you know, today kind of like, I take today kind of as a confirmation of that. Although we lost, you know, like a lot of good things happen if you play hard. That's what I take from it.
Joey?
Ben, I just want to follow. I mean, you played 8 minutes since the calendar turned to 2022, and you come in against the number 4 team in the country and 2 of the top bigs in the Big Ten. How do you not allow the moment to kind of overwhelm you, just given what it was?
Yeah, it's you know, I'm with the guys every day, and like I prepare the same way as everybody else, as the guys that play, you know, a huge amount of minutes, and like I said, like it's that next up mentality constantly, and I can't, you know, I'm trying to stay in the moment, because it is easy to like get caught up in, you know, it's a huge game and it's a lot of fans up there, but like that's just something I can't let happen, you know, like all the emotion, like it comes afterward, but once it's time to play, like it's time to play, and yeah, I'm trying to focus and stay locked in.
Has that emotion hit now, and if so, what is it?
Yeah, definitely. Like the hurt of a loss is there's nothing like it. Like you know, how do I? Yeah, it's hard to explain, but there's a lot of emotion that, like, you know, is released after a loss, like after a game in general, and that's when things start hitting. But obviously, you know, take the good with the bad and stay composed. But after the game is the time to go over what happened if that's necessary.
High-level game. Very good game. Two very good basketball teams. I thought that I'm extremely proud of our group. I thought we showed some resilience. We played 30 minutes without Kofi, 31 minutes without Kofi, or whatever that was. We gave up 34 shots to their post players. Was I'm fine with. I thought the young man that was sitting up here, Benjamin Verdonk, was about everything that we want our program to be about: the fight, the competitiveness. I think Trevion Williams is one of the best players in our league, and he shot 33% today. And down 13, they went on a huge run. The flagrant foul kind of ignited a run for them. We've got to do a better job of playing, and stopping those plays. I thought we got a big basket before the half, but down 7 with a couple minutes to go. I liked our team's resilience. We gave ourselves a chance. We didn't do enough little things, and there's situational things that we've got to we got to clean up. We gave up a couple layups just off an action that we covered so many times. We gave up backdoor cuts. You can tell they're a veteran team. And Purdue's as good a basketball team. They're the best basketball team we've played. And then I thought Sasha was elite today, and we've done a pretty good job on him for the most part in the last few years, and today he was a difference. But you can't foul and put guys on the line 32 times. Huge discrepancy there at the line. And but I'm very, very proud. We grew as a basketball team today. Obviously, seeing number 5 back out there, he's literally practiced twice. I had an idea going in. I'd play him 6 to 8 minutes. He's in horrific shape, horrible shape, but he's a very good athlete. You're talking about a young man who's done very little in the last 6 to 8 weeks, and impacted the game at a pretty high level. So, we'll continue to work that piece back in. But it's nice to have an All-American guard find his way back into your program.
Joey?
Brad, when was Andre cleared, and when did it I know you practiced him twice, but when did you know he was going to be available? And then was there a point where you realized that the 6 to 8 minute idea you had was probably out the window?
Well, I think that we found out. I mean, he's been to specialist here, and then obviously went to see some people outside of this area that were specialists. We had to see, like I've said all along with him, everything's a reaction to what he does that day. And once we got by that, we got to go ahead. He didn't have problems in practice, so which is the first time that's happened. So again, he played way better than I expected. Played way more than I expected. It was the flow of the game. We talked before the game about just being honest with me and don't hurt your team. Because of your conditioning and foolish pride. And we took him out the start of one of the overtimes. He couldn't find his lungs. So, again, we'll keep working on that.
Jeremy?
Brad, what did Kofi struggle with getting fouls? I know one of them probably didn't like, but what does he need to do in these high-level games for you guys?
Stay on the court would help, but again, I thought that the improvement of Zach Edey's been through the roof. He's right shoulder, left shoulder, going both ways, and again, it's they threw a few doubles at him, which we've handled all year. That's okay. I think tonight was just night he didn't get in a very good rhythm. The early fouls, and when you don't play in a rhythm and you set for a long period of time, and I made a decision. He'd set so long in the first half. when he got his third, I was going to leave him out there. And, we were, unfortunately got his fourth. But, that's you have those games occasionally, and we're not going to get to where we want to go with him setting 30 minutes. That's for sure. He's never been in foul trouble. He never – and, again, tribute those guys. There's 34 field goal attempts, so we know where their emphasis was.
Alec?
Yeah, Coach, I asked this to the players and Coach Painter as well. Obviously, major goal for you guys is to win the Big Ten championship. What does today's game kind of tell you, or you can describe what's this mean in your chase for a Big Ten title, maybe?
We're pretty good. So are they. I mean, this is the best league in the country. Everybody's got a loss now. We had 4 last year at 16-4. Nobody's going to go undefeated. Can't let one loss turn into 2. But like I said, we got better today. Benjamin Verdonk and his fight and his competitiveness, and in a day we didn't have Coleman Hawkins. Coleman's got the flu and was thrown up before the game, halftime, and tried to play. And in a game when Andre Curbello's just coming back off a long hiatus, we're a good basketball team. So are they.
Here in the middle.
Hey, Coach, in the spirit of this being Dr. King Day, we'd like to get your thoughts on his legacy and what it means to you.
Yeah, it's I got a nice pair of shoes on that I think that hate doesn't. What's his quote? Hate doesn't eliminate hate. Love does, and to me that stuff reigns very true, and it couldn't be any more important in our culture and our society today. And both teams wore shirts to how important that is, and to recognize that, and we should never forget. And so to get 2 teams that are fighting and competing at a very, very high level on this day was just pretty fitting.
Brad, what allows Benjamin, of his character, his game, to go out there after playing, I think, 8 minutes over the last 4 games and battle with some of the best big men in the country?
Well, he goes against one every day in practice. That helps. And he is as strong as you can possibly get. He's got tremendous strength. And, to not let guys back you down, to fight for position. The other thing is he's a very high IQ player. You saw him deflect some passes. He didn't just stay behind. He was moving one side, moving the other. And, then I thought he did a really good job on Williams. We kind of laughed and kidded, that he hadn't shot a ball with his left hand all year until today. He made one, but because he hadn't gone over that shoulder. No one's ever guarded him. And so I thought we did a nice job with that. But Ben just fights, man. The play, he didn't get the rebound. There was a loose ball, and he dove on the floor to keep it alive. Those are winning plays, man. That's how you win.
Outside of the conditioning level, what stood out most about Andre in his time out there?
It's just amazing how he impacts everybody else. He didn't turn the ball over, I don't think. I think that we've kept Trent on the ball a lot. We're looking with a lot more actions with Bello off of it, especially till he gets back into really good shape, because it's exhausting to guard. It's exhausting to have the ball in your hand all that time. But he made some nice shots, made some nice plays, and as he continues to elevate players and his teammates, that's what he does absolutely the best.
Paul?
It's thought that Jaden Ivey is maybe the top NBA draft prospect in the entire league. Almost had a double-double today, doing it mostly at the line. What makes him such a special player and so tough to game plan and defend against?
No, he's got Russell Westbrook athleticism. And as his game continues to grow, I thought DeMonte did a great job today. Keeping him away from his 3. Again, as long as we were forcing him into 2s, I thought we fouled him too much. But as long as we forced him into 2s, we were going to be fine. And but he's a really good player. He's very talented. This league's got really good wings, and him and Davis and the young man at Nebraska is as good as any we've seen. So this league's got good players, and he's sure one of them.
Joey?
We saw Luke Goody with some early tick. Was that related to Coleman's flu, or has Luke been?
No, he's been great, and we knew that if they doubled, Luke shoots the eyes out of it. He was terrific, and I probably should have went back to him a little bit in the second half. But Luke's competitive. He's high IQ. He's not afraid to stick his nose in there, and I thought he did a really good job on Gillis in the first half. Just little things keeping him off the glass.